Hey everyone, welcome to the Devils Pack PBR demo scene. This is the new demo with the music. You can hear it playing right there. We're going to go through it in a little bit, but first I wanted to go through just the basic details. We can rotate our camera, change the camera height, zoom in and out so we can see all the nitty-gritty details of the character before we go further out. So let's slow that down so we don't make anyone get sick at home. And let's see, let's check out first. Oh, we got different lighting setups. So if you want to see sunset, point lights is more like if it was inside a cave. Some colored lights so you can see in colors. A spotlight from the top down. Front lights directly in the front. So we'll stick with the daytime lighting. We do have a bunch of different textures here. That's one thing that is unique to, I think, our characters, the Infinity PBR series, that other characters don't really get to. There's oftentimes different texture sets, which we do include texture sets, but all of our stuff is also completely customizable in the editor. The demo doesn't really show that, but everything's customizable with sliders and stuff. So this character comes with a lot of options, so let's go through them now. I'm going to pause this right about here so we can get a clean look on him. So we have 3 different head options. Each one is a different model, and if you look closely, we'll zoom in a little bit, we can see that the heads are quite different from each other. And then 3 different horns, and then you can turn the horns off as well, so if you want to go with the horns off, you can. This horn has emissive values, and you can see on the body here there's emissive values as well. And those, if you turn the lights off, they will be emissive. You can turn that off in the editor as well, and you can customize that as much as you want. We also have this tail in the back there. You can turn on and off, depending on your desired tastes. And let's see, we gotta go through the wardrobe first before we show the body patterns. We'll get the clothes off of them first. So we can turn off the sword particles if you don't want to see those. We'll keep them on for now. The 2 swords do come with the package. And so let's see, we got our Besagues here. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. All of these are customizable in the editor. You can turn them on and off. You can adjust the look and textures of them independent of the rest. So you can do a whole hell of a lot with these. You can also turn off these base parts. And of course, if you turn the horn on without the base, it looks kind of funny. So you want to be aware of those differences. Then you got the body armor right here, and then the chains for the body armor as well. So again, if you want to turn the chains on and off with the body armor, they kind of go together, but you can turn them off and in if you want. You got the chainmail. These chainmail is meant to be underneath other parts. Once you get down, you'll realize that the edges don't look good by themselves. They're just kind of flat pieces. So the intent is to be used underneath other parts. And same with the fur. This is all the fur right there. You can turn those on and off, but again, there's a couple that look okay without being underneath other objects, but for the most part, they're really meant to be underneath, and each one's independent as well. We have different colors there as well if you want to check those out. And we've got these graves down here, the knee armor, leather armor for the chest, and again, without the plate armor, these straps don't make as much sense. You can turn off the pauldrons, turn off the leather pauldrons, the knee armor, the pull-ins, the chains on the tasset. These are animated, so is the tasset, but you can turn them off, and you can turn off the leather as well. You can turn off the loincloth, you can turn off the waist armor. Where are we missing here? Why are those still on? Ah, up here. We have the coutures and the... I really don't know how to pronounce that word. I believe it's like French or something. I don't know. And the leather armor right there. So this is what the character looks like without the clothing on, without the wardrobe. Alright, so let's check out the different body patterns. There are 3 different body patterns that come with it. Each one of these is customizable in the editor. You can edit them just like all the rest, and we have different texture sets that come with the pack as well. But of course, you can create your own. You can mix and match the different colors and all that. So there's a lot you can do with it. So this is with all the wardrobe on. For mobile games, you'll probably want to start by turning off the fur and the chainmail. Those are things that are likely not going to be seen on mobile, and the fur and chainmail both have transparency, so it's probably best just to turn them off for mobile games, but you can figure it out for yourself. So let's go through some of these animations. I'm going to turn the music down to the percussion 2 for now. We'll get to what exactly that is later, because I want you to be able to hear the actually, you know what, I'm going to turn the volume down as well for the master volume there. That way you can hear the audio in the animations. So we've got a bunch of animations. This is walks. And I'm going to turn off this particle. There we go. And he walks backwards as well. And we got an idle break. Now the audio you're hearing comes in layers. And the audio script I have has the option of sometimes playing some audio and sometimes not playing audio. So the idle animation, for instance, has chain sounds and a grunt as well, but it's I think the grunt is only set to play 4% of the time. So most of the time he won't grunt, but every once in a while he'll just randomly let out a grunt, which is kind of cool. This is attack 1. Attack 2. Attack 3. This is with his head. I like this attack. This actually looks really cool with the particles on. There you go. So you get that nice circle going on there. This is cast. I'm going to zoom out a little bit for these. So all these particles do come with the package, as well as our full magic spells and particle pack. He's got a little dot where he just jobs back real quick. Dot hit animation. I like how he looks kind of mad when he comes back from that. You're like, hey, you just hit me. You can jump to the left, and jump to the right. You can do the time warp again. You can taunt. So this is one where the die that you heard doesn't always play. Okay, and we've got a screen. A particle coming out of his mouth there. And his death. So before we go with the music, I do want to show you one quick thing. The different texture sets. Oh, that's the body. Wardrobe, here we go. So I do include 3 different wardrobe sets for the armor. Again, I always want to stress you can customize these for yourself. I wanted to provide 3 different looks that were all slightly different. So this is a very bright look. It's got this colored metal over the white metal, and then we've got the wrong one again. This little bronze look, maybe like an ancient armor, and then the dark look. So there are 3 different looks that are included, and you can mix and match between them all if you want, and you can create your own. So I want to show you that before we get into the music. Alright, let's look at the music now. We've got, this is the default mix. It's just everything at the volume it was produced at. But we've got different snapshots here. If you've ever used the audio mixer in Unity 5, it's got the ability to create snapshots, which are saved settings of the mix. So for the pause one, I set that with a low pass filter, so you could perhaps use it when or at least use this concept, your own version of it, when the player has paused the game. That way they know there's a difference between the unpaused and paused. So there's that. And then I've got these other mixes here. This one I'm calling Calmer 1. It's just slightly calmer than the default look. Lowers the percussion a lot. This is Calmer 2. It has more of the percussion, but again, it's a little bit less loud, a little less energy than the default. There's the default for comparison. All right, we've got this one with no melody. So it still has actual instruments in there, but the main melodies are actually cut out. There you go, so you can hear the difference there. So I've got these two percussion ones here. Percussion one here does have the melody in there still. Here's the actual, let me turn it back to default. That's the loop right there, so it's started over. It's about 2.5 minutes long. So here's percussion one. Then percussion two is going to have no horns and no strings at all. So this could be used as a different type of ambient sound. Obviously, it's got some energy with the percussion, but you don't have the melody, and so maybe in a fight or something, it could be set to that. And then we've got this distortion. I'm going to bring it back to the default first. So you can, obviously there's a lot going on in percussion 2 that hit, percussion 2 hid. And then distortion, I've actually added some distortion filter to many of the tracks, not all of them, but some of them. And then brought down the master volume a little bit. You can hear the difference. It's a slight difference. Distortion is a little bit louder, just a little bit more energy. Definitely you can hear that distortion when you really pay attention. So there you go. There's a lot you can do with that. And in the demo scene, looks like I forgot to add a script actually that would update these to whichever preset you have, and you'd see them actually adjusting. But you can play with these yourself and bring down, the different parts to make your own mix. It's very similar to the actual audio mixer. And if you go down to the audio mixer, you can actually mix it live. You just have to click the edit and play mode and then adjust everything. Now, whenever you do edit things inside the mixer, it is kept when you press pause. So you only want to do the edit and play mode on a snapshot that you want to mess around with, because if you make any changes, it will be saved. So there's a lot you can do with the Devils here. He already has audio for the animations and concept art. The next update will have blend shapes that will allow you to modify all the small little details of the body and the armor and the face, and it should be pretty tremendous. So let me know if you have any questions on the forum, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.